And so, today we are entering the jungle. Because we are doing a beta product evaluation. And that just so happened to be a jungle soundtrack. So you can already hear the birds chirping around in the background. Very nice. And let me just share my screen here. So here, I haven't even shown you this. This is just my soundtrack progress overview. Yeah, this is where I kind of keep track of my soundtracks. And today I'm gonna look at these two. I call them Seed of Ito and Shrubs of Ito, and they kind of represent the Happy Jungle soundtrack. One being like an almost meadowy, just what's in loosening. I have no idea what that's. Anyway, and then not a more action-packed soundtrack, that would be wrong, but a more kind of game progresses-ish style. That's the Shrubs of Ito. And then I'm planning on eventually making the Canopy of Ito, which would be this grand epic BBC Animal Planet-ish for the epic montage of traveling down the jungle river or whatever. Yeah, let's just dive in, I guess.
Here it is, the current Mighty Beta thing. And as you see, it got some pretty cool upgrades on the UI front. Like the colors, I did them myself. Yeah, tried to keep it tasteful. So in this current version, there's two different moods of the jungle. And we are gonna focus on the happy, serene, and content, and lush, everything is good jungle. Yeah, this is gonna be just like a slow and thorough and maybe even tedious, who knows, walkthrough and kind of assessment of how everything sounds and works. And I made a little note thing here, so I'm ready to write my thoughts. And yeah, if you're someone other than future me actually watching this, well, feel free, but also, I don't know, maybe think of it as a kind of background podcast thing, because yeah, I don't know, well, it's up to you. But this is how it sounds. The sound of peaceful jungle clearing. That's the one. And this is a vibe that's supposed to be not interesting, but you're supposed to be able to stand listening to this for like hours potentially. And it's a 3-minute loop that just circles around, and I've tried to make it evolve a bit, but not too much, so that it can actually circle around without you kind of noticing like tedious repetitions and stuff. But I feel like it would be nice to sprinkle in just some kind of variation in texture, because this is all there is to it. Which is, it's cool and all, because it doesn't need to be anymore, right? Yeah. There's some birds in the background or whatever, and you don't even need to go with the birds, you could go with some roaring boar or whatever, something. I feel like we could mix in like a more magical fairy vibe also, like maybe do some distant female vocal, make it even more elvish-ish. I don't know. Stuff like that. Also, it would be cool with very distant shimmering bells, like just small sprinkles of maybe not a glockenspiel, perhaps a glockenspiel, or celeste, I don't know. But barely audible, just to give it a bit of variation in the texture. But all in all, it's pretty good, I feel like. Alright, I'm gonna go through this fader here, and we're gonna continue to the middle part here, which, if you increase it, sounds like this. You hear there's some flutes coming in the background, very distant, like very subtle, maybe a bit too subtle, I think. I think the pad is too loud, so if I just lower that down a bit, perhaps we'll have these flutes come through. Yeah, because I feel like the variation or the difference from the lowest point down here and up to here is a bit too small, like it's too insignificant. I feel like let's go to the top. Yeah, so like this state of the like the way the music sounds now, I think that's how it should be sounding already when you're at the halfway point. But it's quite nice. It's soothing and maybe a bit more reverb stuff on the flutes, because they especially the high one here. More delay reverb on flutes. Yeah. Also, that might leave in a nice tail that will fill out the space that the pad will will leave once I've lowered that. Yeah, and also I would like some movement here, some rhythmic movement, like maybe some kalimba, marimba stuff coming in, like very subtle and very repetitive. That's nice with these flutes as well. Marimba, kalimba, maybe vibraphone. Maybe like a tongue drum would be nice. Yeah. Very repetitive. Just to give it a little bit more energy without it being too much. Yeah, and I think that will broaden the contrast or the difference from the top into the bottom. You can hear there's a kind of a gradient going on, but it's just a bit too narrow, I think. And let's just listen for a while. Cool. It's cool with the flutes that poke through occasionally. Yeah, and the call response sounds like a conversation between two birds or whatever. That was my idea. I should be careful not to take up too much. Maybe it takes up too much attention, draws too much attention upon itself. Yeah, it's like the bird conversation kind of escalates, and it doesn't need to. It just needs to. It doesn't need to go anywhere. The conversation. Yeah, so de-escalate. Simplify. Bird conversation, flute conversation, whatever. Yeah, I think with a bit of marimba or kalimba or something with a bit of attack to it, like a little bit percussive quality, that would break up this very drawn out pad, flute, mishmush thingy. Oh, there's something going on there. Da, da, da. I can't even remember. It feels like someone else made this because I. Yeah. Da, 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 da. That little thing. More of that, and then I think we're good to go. And yeah, with the very, very distant sprinkles. Maybe an occasional harp coming in, just doing like a, what's that called, like a stroke thing. But very rarely. Very. Yeah, that flute gets a bit insisting. It's very high, so I feel like I could smother it with like reverb and delay and move it a bit further away. Maybe lower some of the highest frequencies. I'm not sure. Anywho, let's move on to the next fader here. Yeah. I like the jungle vibe effects just coming in at random. I feel like there could be a bit more body to this, so maybe a pizzicato bass from the start, because I know that one will fade in a minute. This is how it progresses when we go to the middle of the second fader. Here, yeah, the tongue drum in the background and there's a hint of a kalimba, all that. It's pretty nice. I like the congas as well, or bongos. Bongos rather. I wonder if it's too busy. I don't think it is. although it's very hard for the ear to kind of understand what is supposed to be the lead, because everything is a kind of secondary thing. Perhaps the... What is that flute? Is it... This is not a shakuhachi. I can't remember what flute I used. But... It seems to be gone now. Yeah, it feels like something should be in the foreground. Perhaps. Yeah, and I still think the pad is a bit too loud. It takes up too much space. And so when that is lowered, I guess all the jungle rattle thing should be lowered a bit as well, perhaps. Nice with the phew phew thing though. All right. I wonder how the top fader sounds. Kind of theme enters. That's nice. Perhaps that's the thing that we should have had all along. Yeah. The thing with the glockenspiel and the... Is that a tongue drum or what is it? Da, 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 da. I think once again, the contrast is a bit too narrow. I like the kalimba here though. Yeah. So all of this, if this hasn't occurred to you, this is all set up in like a randomized figure. So there's lots of different elements going parallel to each other, and bunched up in groups that gets picked by chance. So I have no idea in what sequence these different elements will occur, and in what combination. So that's what makes it kind of fun, because you get all these different possible variations of combinations. Yeah, so it lacks something that your ear can latch onto, and I think this conversation thingy that's going on, again, the flutes that are answering each other, that's pretty fun. I should just go ahead and make more of those. And then I want it to be a bit more energetic here, just a tad, because I think the contrast to the metal slide, it's yeah, that could be something here. Give it a bit more of a, not a rushed feeling, but a more energetic feeling. Yeah, and that can be done with percussion, I think. Yeah, this thing where the flutes peak up like that, it gets tiring. Yeah, this thing here, where they get too high, too loud, too insisting in a way, that needs to go away. This part here, yeah, too much. And then I miss some strings or something to come in once in a while and just give this some, I don't know, some grand emotion. And then let's go to the lower positioning. That's quite a significant range, I think. That's nice. From the top to the bottom, or mostly from the bottom position and then the middle position. And then from the middle to the top, the variation is slightly less, but we'll fix this with like more energetic stuff happening up here. But it'll be a bit less of a contrast if I am to go through with my idea of like putting in some low strings here, low pizzicatos. So yeah, very much doubting whether to do that or not. I'm gonna try it out, and then yeah, I'm just gonna, I don't know, I might seek out someone's opinion. I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah, and the flutes here can kind of stand on their own, so they actually need to be at their highest at this point, and then they should gradually decline. Yeah, they do. When I raise the fader, these flutes that you're hearing right now, yeah, gets replaced with all. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's good. Now is the question: how do the music transition from this one and down to the lower fader? Pretty awkward, pretty abrupt. Yeah, I'm not sure what would be an easy fix. Maybe just a fade, because I feel like from this one, from the first fader and up till the second one, that's pretty nice. this theme here, I want that on the middle position as well. Yeah. So perhaps the best way to go from, let's say, from the top of this, the second fader, and down to the, if you were to just click immediately to the bottom of the lower fader, I expect it to be pretty awkward. Yeah. So there needs to be some kind of swell or something. And also, I wonder if you could actually code for this one. If I were to click now on the button, the first fader, if I could just do like could automate this thing to kind of go down like this first before it moves down. I'm not sure. I need swell or transition of something like a. I wonder if you could just make the crossfade much more, not much longer, if that would fix it, because the harmony is actually parallel, so there shouldn't be any like conflict in different chords occurring or anything like that. Although I like that the drums and the bass things are programmed to, when I go from the first fader to the second one, that they are programmed to enter on a beat without a long fader. I don't know, it just sounds. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it just needs like a rise or transition filler thing as well, and then it's. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then of course I need something for closing it out completely, but I think for now I'm not gonna make any fancy stuff. I'm just gonna program it to fade out very slowly. Because as of right now, if you wanna end your session, like your players have found this little meadowy place of peace inside the jungle, and you wanna cut the music here. In its current form, it sounds like this, which is perhaps not the most soothing ending, but well, but that's an easy fix. It's just a very slow fade, I think. I think we're good. All right. I'm gonna implement these tweaks right away, I think, and then this jungle soundtrack is done for now. And then moving on. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, also, if you happen to be someone that is not future me actually watching this, then I hope that you might even have some suggestions. And if so, feel very welcome to share, because yeah, this is actually why I'm doing the YouTube thing. Also, it's to get suggestions from other people. If there's anyone out there, feel free. And yeah, anyway, let's get to work.